Hello and welcome to this demonstration on the functionality of Deep Exploration 6.0. I'm going to spend the next 20 minutes or so giving you an insight into how this software works and showing you what stunning results you can get from your CAD models and how easily you can share your designs and CAD information with other people. The subject of this demonstration is going to be the set-top box you can see on the screen at the moment. As you can see, it's quite a detailed model. This design was originally developed in Inventor and has been imported into Deep Exploration. Deep Exploration will seamlessly import a huge variety of CAD formats including Pro Engineer, Inventor, SolidWorks, CATIA and numerous others. As we can see here from our information panel, this assembly contains just over 60 components and is about 3 megabytes in size. Up here we have the scene tree. All the components are named and listed as per the native file format. Folders represent subassemblies and you can easily hide and unhide components from the main viewport just by checking or unchecking the box next to the component. So I can easily hide off some of these components, and here we can see inside the product, which features a couple of PCBs, some connectors and some mechanical fixings. Now it might be the case that someone is looking at this file for the first time and is not familiar with the design. For this reason, Deep Exploration features a pull apart tool. This tool allows users to pull components away from the main structure and place them anywhere in the viewport. As you can see here, I can just grab those components, and once finished I can easily return to the home position. As you would expect from a CAD visualization tool, there are many different ways to view this model on the screen. Users can quickly toggle between a variety of modes, including bounding box, solid view, transparent, wireframe, technical illustration mode, which we'll cover later on, shaded view, shaded outline, and a couple more bounding box options. You also have different ways to display the model within the viewport. Depending on the CAD system you are used to, you could take advantage of a split 4-window viewport or a stacked view. For this demonstration I'll just use a single view layout. You can also quickly and easily access different default views of the model based upon its orientation. So keyboard shortcuts allow me to quickly access R for right hand view, T for top, B for back. I also have the ability to toggle on and off perspective view and to toggle on and off the shadow. Now I'd like to go through 4 different aspects of the system in this demonstration, and they are markups, animations, renderings and technical illustrations. Deep Exploration has a tab system at the top of the screen which allows you to categorize your toolbars and create a workflow depending on what output you are trying to create. As you can see here, if I access the markups tab, then I have access to all the toolbars available which are relevant to creating and viewing markups. Within the design process, markups are extremely important. They allow engineers to communicate designs to each other and engineering managers to provide feedback and validation of designs. Deep Exploration has an extremely comprehensive markup ability. This tab on the right hand side allows the user to save a snapshot or model view of the model. I've previously created and saved some markups that can be seen here on the screen. This snapshot draws attention to a clash of components, and this one makes reference to some ECAD data. These markups contain notes, sketches, images, comments, dimensions and detailed views, all the aspects that are required from a markup tool. I'm going to go ahead and create an example of a markup so you can see how easy it is to create them, and then I will show you exactly how these markups can be used once they've been created. One of the problems with some of the markup tools available within the CAD systems is that they use the actual engineering CAD models for the markups. So this means that people need a CAD license just to comment on a small aspect of the design. An added advantage of using Deep Exploration for markups is that there is no danger of a non-CAD user playing around with the engineering models they don't know how to use, which could end up in an unauthorized change being accidentally made. I've simply created a dimension here and hidden one of the main casings and added a detailed view to draw attention to the fact that an aperture is needed for the stand. If required, I could also create angular dimensions or calculate the surface area or volume of various components. Now that these details are created, I can create a simple note to convey to the person viewing this exactly what the problem is, what needs to be addressed. I can make use of several functions for creating notes in Deep Exploration that include notes with or without leaders and varying leader end styles, simple notes without leaders, and also any digital image can be pasted into my markup. Finally, I'll just toggle off the grid here and the shadow, and I can add the view to the list of other markups. If required, I can go ahead and change the orientation of the model in that snapshot and just quickly update it. I also then need to make sure it has a logical name so that people realise the nature of this markup. And I can also specify here how long the system takes to orientate to this view. And that's my markup completed. If I go back to my standard view, I will then access the new markup, and we can see that all this detail has been captured. I'll now go back to my standard view and save this model, and we can take a look at exactly how these markups can be used and how the markups can be conveyed to engineers or other departments and other companies and clients. Deep Exploration has a free viewing tool called Deep View. It comes with a system or can be downloaded from the website. And this allows people without a license of Deep Exploration to view files and view markups and amend or create markups for use within the system. This is the Deep View interface, and I can simply drag and drop our file into the viewport and wait for it to load up. You'll see that visually Deep View looks very similar to Deep Exploration as I orientate the model around. You can view the model in different modes as in Deep Exploration, for example wireframe or technical illustration. And Deep View also features a cross-section tool so that users can easily interrogate the internal aspects of a design for fit and function. On the left-hand side are various other tools. We have the ability to see and access the scene tree exactly as per Deep Exploration, but most importantly for us is the ability to see those markups which we've just created. You can see here on the right-hand side the thumbnails of those markups, and exactly as in Deep Exploration you can click on them and view that particular markup. We can see here the one that I just created, and I have the ability to amend that markup or create others, and then save back to the native Deep Exploration format so that those comments can be seen by others. So that's an overview of markups and how they can be created and used within Deep Exploration, and additionally how they can be used using the free download Deep View.